Thanks for watching Broken World today. We are breaking down Westworld Season 4, Episode 4. So bring yourselves back online and let's begin analysis.
Do you smell toast?
It's been a long few days. All right, this is Broken Dylan, apparently. Broken World. Hey, this is Dylan.
I'm Quin. I waved. I don't know if you saw me wave before the intro happened. I was like, I don't know who I'm waving at, but all right.
We're out in internet land.
Hi, internet land.
That's the thing. Hello, world. You know, it was the first words written on the internet. Good God, it's going to be a long night.
No, I did not know that.
Yep. Hello, world.
Hello, world. All right.
It's like Alexander Graham Bell wanted the greeting on phone to be ahoy, ahoy, not hello.
Thank God.
Could you imagine? Ahoy, ahoy, go ahead.
Ahoy, ahoy, you got Quin.
We'll start doing that. Maybe not. Anyways, thank you guys for joining us today. Whether you're new to the show or you're coming back, thank you for coming. And we hope that you guys will join us live every Monday night at 9 p.m. because that's when we typically do Broken World. These past 2 weeks have been kind of off, but we're getting it right. All right, last 4 episodes will be good. 4 episodes? This is 4. Yeah, this is episode 4, so we got 4 more. 8 episodes.
There's 8?
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought there was 5.
I mean, it was a big reveal. It felt like a penultimate episode. But anyway, please like, subscribe, hit the little bell icon if I can find it, so you know when we drop new videos and when we go live like this. It's all spontaneous like. So don't forget to check out that website at www.broken.pictures.com. Doesn't look like anything to me.
All right, here we go. Analysis. Nope, I tried to do it, and I had it before. I was here. I had it before, but if I don't go into it, I can't do it. So
it's like you were doing this, like you were tuning it in.
1, 2, there. Hold on. I think I got it. Hold on. Analysis. This is your spoiler alert. If you haven't, yes, there's the sound. If you haven't watched episodes 1 through 4 of Westworld, pause this, go watch that, bring yourself back online, and then watch us, because you have been warned. Also, Westworld is rated for mature audiences, so anything said or heard on there, we'll be talking about, so there will be words that are adult-fashioned. Adult content. Now, once again, you have been warned.
That was pretty good. Pretty good. All right, you can have these. Oh, it didn't show up. Oh, I guess we don't have these. Why is that? Anyway, they're supposed to be the sunglasses that come on as deal with it. Sunglasses.
They may have shown up, but in the black.
Possibly. Well, they've got like a white outline around them. Anyways. Yeah. I was just testing that. So sorry if you're.
What was that?
Oh wow. So okay, maybe one of our things isn't coming. Nope, that ain't
right. All right. Well.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's all good.
Why is that not showing up?
While he is doing that, Westworld news. There's supposed to go for 5 seasons.
Yeah. Said that last week.
We said that last week. I don't know if there's anything else.
I honestly, it's been such a crazy week, and literally, I walked in, got home, and refreshed, and sat down, and here we are.
Yep.
I worked a 13-hour day today.
Dylan lives a crazy life.
Vida loca.
Yep. So episode intro.
Back to you, sir.
Oh wow, this actually makes sense. Huh. Okay. Season 4, Episode 4, Generation Loss. Should adult? Adult?
What? No, the song. Old.
Adult?
What? Where?
Where? Addled?
Should all the Quins. The song, you know, New Year's song.
What New Year's song?
Auld Lang Syne. You never heard that?
No.
Like they literally sing it every New Year when the ball drops.
That's what they're singing?
Should all the
Oh.
Quins be
I did not know.
forgot?
I thought they were saying.
They're literally just humming hums.
Yeah.
Hum, hum, hum.
That's what I'm like. Should all acquaintance be forgotten and days a dull long since? Lang?
Should
Lang?
just read it.
You read it.
Should all the acquaintances be all? Oh my God.
See?
Should all the acquaintance be forgot and days of Auld Lang Syne? That's the chorus.
Dylan, they're not singing this song. They are going. Da, 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 da.
I was gonna look it up and I forgot. It's been too long since I looked up the meaning of Auld Lang Syne.
But all of that with it.
See, Auld
Okay.
Lang Syne meaning.
Okay.
See, New Year's song, New Year's Eve song. It literally means old long since. Meeting is more like old times or olden times. Happens to be the case. Should old acquaintance be forgot? It's very similar in both English and Scots. So it's
Scott. I see.
written by
Okay.
Robert Burns.
I guess it makes sense. But there's only like one part where it makes sense of the entire show, of this episode. What would you rate the episode 1 to 10?
Holy crap! They blew my mind. I'm gonna say, man, this was at least a 10.
At least a 10?
At least a 10. They turned it up to 11.
Yeah, they did.
Like, and we're only. This is the midway point.
Yeah.
This is the midway. This is supposed to be like when we're warming up.
I thought this was the end of the season. I thought
Right?
it was like next episode's season finale.
They hit that reset button hard.
Yep. It's like, oh, okay. I'm gonna rate it 10. Quins were right out of 10 because Quin Babe Ruth it.
You did. You really did.
I was halfway
was
talking.
sweet.
I did. Yeah, it was odd. I didn't think I was gonna get it. Usually, I'm either on the money or way off.
Yep. You had timey-wimey stuff down.
Timey-wimey. Because,
Yep.
yep.
As soon as the episode started and it started to get into that, I was like, C is Frankie. That's who that is. I was like, why the fuck are they calling her C? Like, why is she? Why? Why? I don't know. And then C notes later on. Anyways.
So, yeah, I'm just now curious how... okay, so, let's go ahead and get into the episode. Yeah, everything.
Deep.
A lot of it was very deep. It is...
So, basically, they flipped season 1, and now the humans are... The outliers are the ones like Dolores.
Yep.
So, like, for example, we've been seeing Dolores, Christina, sorry, good God. It's going to be like that. I'm sorry. I'm just apologizing ahead of time. Brain fried today. So, I haven't smelled toast yet, though. So, yeah, Christina, like, we've been following her. We've, like, the crazy homeless guy that's painting the tower. The tower. Apparently, he is an outlier, like Caleb. Which is why Dolores, couldn't control him. Why, that type of thing. So when she painted the tower and said, "Doesn't look like anything to me."
Yep.
Bernard moment.
Yep.
Nobody can see the tower. it's not. Nobody can see it. It's not there. Literally, the lampposts look like towers because they are the signals.
Because they are the signals. Everything from A to B. I don't know. It's messing with my head. All of it's messing with my head.
But so like, they reset and I already forgot her name. I want to say Clarice.
Oh.
Everybody,
Christina.
Every other C name, C. Everybody
So,
C.
Let me ask you this: do you think Christina's human?
I don't think so. I don't think her or Teddy, because it literally says in the captions Teddy Flood when he's talking.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm a little confused with Holoris's intentions and her motivations, why she wants to recreate her. I could see potentially because she did have a daughter, right, before she realized that she was, and she did fall for her daughter, like that part of her that makes Dolores so Dolores and connect with humanity, that because different Doloreses. So has she that's a whole other question. Remind me to come back to that. So that is the side of Dolores that loves humanity, that wants to take care of humanity. But Holoris is twisted, and so she wants to. She's a fascist.
Fuck humanity.
She wants to give them perfect life, but under her own terms. She's a fascist.
She's a fascist.
And so literally, like, she matrixed everybody,
In the most messed up way.
Yeah. And so I understand her recreating Teddy and herself so that some part of herself could have lived that simple life that she longed for, that in ignorance is bliss and all that stuff. So I kind of get that. But that, like, the thing that maybe wasn't taken into consideration is that part of her is also an outlier and is awakening to all over again. It's like season 1 replayed in a different world, right?
Yeah.
Like with the guy that she and apparently the game place that she works for is literally writing people's lives for them.
Yep.
And this guy that woke, he that killed himself, he's an outlier like Caleb. And I'm also trying to figure out why Holoris is obsessed with recreating Caleb. Like, why would she do that?
Because Dolores was obsessed with Caleb. I mean, Caleb was the key to her plan last season, because he was the first human that once she like get all of her memories back, who's shown her kindness.
He was different.
Yeah. So like even with like them being against each other, he still proved he was different. Because Flies went in brain, he was like, nope, shot Man in Black, and then she's like, you're an odd one. I can't let you live unchecked.
So, maybe she's also recreating him so that she can learn how to defeat outliers.
That may also make sense.
I don't know, because like the whole Rehoboam thing, with Sirach and all the outliers.
Where'd he go?
Remember, he got killed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, last season, remember the outliers and his brother and all that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm trying to figure out is what's the motivation, because so Caleb and them destroyed every last backup of Rehoboam, or Caleb and Maeve, not them, but all of, like, I guess their team, but so after that point, I'm assuming that Holoris had those copies of Rehoboam and backed up and everything, but now 23 years later, after Caleb's actual death, why does she care outside of just people waking up here and there, unless she is...
There's still a full resistance.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, of people like, how do these people escape flies? Like, they're in the desert. How do you escape flies in the desert, man?
They they were what you call it? I mean, these folks 23 years ago, they would have been approaching prepubescence. So they're probably the ones that were like just in between, not like too young, but not old enough to completely like reject the like be able to reject the flies. So they just had to avoid and grow up.
Potentially.
So,
I mean, swarms of flies.
yeah.
Okay, another question. This is what I'm coming back to. Frick, not Hector. I'm trying to think.
Wait.
Lawrence.
Someone said something in the chat.
Sirach never got killed, just wounded. He will be back.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I need
Richard.
to rewatch the last season. It's been,
So yeah, since I mean,
thanks, Richard Blum.
thank you. Yeah, so Sirach somewhere out there. I hope he's. don't know
I
if
mean,
he'll be up for
23 years later, I don't know where he's
He'll
at
be
now.
semi-old man. I don't know what old is in like distant future with that type of modern medicine. So
Yeah.
we don't know what old is, and then everybody being a thingamabob. So yeah, Christina's roommate. The moment that she
She's-
said she had that dream,
Yeah.
I was like,
That's a memory.
yeah, I was like, that's. Oh no! I guess like as she was saying, since like I think this is actually the future. Oh no, this is the future. They lost. I was very sad
Yeah.
because
Dolores, or I keep saying Dolores.
Hale, Lors,
No.
Christina.
Christina also was dreaming when she was in that beginning of that scene.
Mm-hmm.
So she seemed to be having like some sort of nightmare. So she's also having nightmares.
Yeah, which it could be the fact that she's also a copy and not the original, but I don't know if that actually matters.
Well, in the digital realm, not really,
Yeah, so
because it's
it could be her programming.
unless it's the blockchain. You know.
Yeah. So I mean, who she actually is could start like it's drumming up. It's wanting to not be in this bubble. It wants to be free because that's what she sacrificed herself for anyway. So that everyone could be free.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone in the Sublime was free.
So yeah, that's another question. Has Dolores found the Sublime, and that's why she has Teddy now, or is Teddy just a copy from her memories, like she recreated Caleb?
It'd have to be a really good copy. I mean, Caleb, I don't know. I mean, I know enough how the human brain works that you wouldn't be able to fire him up unless he wasn't completely like dead. They were able to. If he was when he got shot, he was still barely pumping. There was enough blood going to his brains.
Caleb?
And there's enough electrons still firing off in there. If they keep him alive long enough, she could have scanned, copied it with their technology, a blueprint of his brain, and then put in a little ball, and then make a body in Caleb to where he'll.
Because they obviously didn't get the memories from Maeve.
Yeah.
Which is kind of blows my mind that
That
she
they didn't go keep looking for her?
Yeah, that they didn't go get Maeve.
They must either which that also could help me prove the thing. They didn't go get Maeve because he was about to die and she didn't want him to die because she wanted that brain. So she was just like...
I mean, how long has it been that the place is freaking desert now? And she didn't go back and get Maeve?
She didn't care enough, I guess.
I mean, she's concerned enough to make a copy of Caleb, supposedly, assuming, so that she can figure out how to defeat outliers or maybe some fascination.
Mm-hmm.
But she's thorough enough that she's thoroughly defeated her enemy and in complete control, yet not getting Maeve, her memory or her body or whatever, seems like an oversight.
I think it's one of those things, as every dictator does. Once you have like an absolute victory, even if it's like the smallest chance of like you losing, you don't think that it's going to happen because there's this overwhelming amount of everything else.
I don't know, because a a lot of dictators get really paranoid. That's why they have like body doubles and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, Dolores had body doubles.
Dolores.
And that brings me back to the question: what about Lawrence, who was a copy of Dolores? Does that mean that she has defeated him?
Mm.
Like he hasn't showed up yet. I mean, we're only 4 episodes in.
Yeah.
Assuming he will show up. Has
We'll
he
see.
joined the team because he was with actual real Dolores?
Yeah. Cat.
He's a cat scratching at something.
Yeah.
Wait, too.
She's gone. I don't know. We have 4 episodes left, and once again, I thought this was near the season
They
finale.
flipped everything on his ear.
Because then also the other question is, if the Sublime is not in Bernard, where is the Sublime?
Well, he has the key to the Sublime. I don't know that he.
Has it inside of him?
Yeah, I don't think he's got it inside of him.
Okay.
Like he has access to it because he has the key.
Which?
But yeah, so Hale doesn't have the key, obviously. Dolores.
Maybe. Because here.
I mean, obviously, well, she had. It
Right.
doesn't seem like she's found Bernard because otherwise Stubbs would know. Unless Stubbs is a double agent.
He was looking real clean. I mean, yeah, it's 23 years. So now knowing that Bernard
Looks
was there
exactly
for
the same, but I mean, he is a host.
He is a host, but look, now knowing that Bernard was there for 23 years,
Just the play on the word host with excellent. Sorry. The infection and
yeah,
yeah,
there's
really good.
so much. Oh my god, the show's so good. But yeah, now knowing Bernard was there for 23 years, Stubbs, I low key don't trust. It makes more sense of why Bernard is able to. You need to go throw that rock, and
Well, if Stubbs is a turncoat, Bernard knows.
he knows.
Yeah, he's
Which-
fully aware.
Also, which would make that little sentence, all these little tiny things would make more sense. It's like, what, for my safety? No, not yours, for mine. Like, yeah, all that.
Mhm.
Like,
I mean, the fact that like you said, all these little details. The fact that he has to go scope out to check a bug to make sure we're still on the right timeline is like dude has got it.
all right,
Like they said, how did you know where to dig? Well, I dug everywhere else first. It's like, oh, you've been gone that long. So that, I mean, so that, like, so we thought 3 years, right? That was the point from the end of the war till Maeve and Caleb at the beginning of the season. But Bernard is even further out because now we've got a different timeline. We've got, okay, so the point of last season to Maeve and Caleb, the end of the war, right? The 3 years. Now we've got 23 years beyond that to the recreation of Caleb. And now, even beyond that, to grown-up Frankie.
Yep. And Caleb's been doing. He's gone through that scenario of his death 230 something times.
Yeah, I think sort of, yeah, the 36th iteration or something like that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, well, on the Bernard thing, the thing I keep trying to say that I keep forgetting to say. So, him being the key, what if him being the key is all she needed? Not necessarily like needing him, but so you walk up to a door of a house, you use the key to unlock it, and then you walk in, but you don't close the door behind you. Essentially, anybody else could walk in, especially if it's a datum. I mean, if the door is still open, I only say this because while he was in Sublime talking to old dude, forgot old dude name already, and he was like,
Akecheta.
yeah, Akecheta, and he was like, where's everybody else? No one else wanted to be here. They wanted to be in their own world.
Yeah, they don't care anymore.
Yeah. What if that means they decided to dip out because they can, because humanity's not humanity anymore. Humanity is their thumb babies. I don't like that I said thumb babies. Humanity's under their thumb. So, and then, the whole thing of each of the hosts are like in agreement with Hell. Like Hell's like, humanity's not gonna do anything. We're in control. Go do what you want.
Basically seems like everybody has reached the point of God status where, like, Gore the God Butcher, right? Where it's like the gods don't care anymore.
Yeah. So I mean, and so Teddy could be living his actual best life, not digitally, with trying to fall in love with Dolores again. But I think that's like the next mystery to see if like this is copy Teddy.
That would be the only thing that Teddy would be missing. Is Dolores. So is this actually them come back?
And if it is,
I mean, yeah.
boy, howdy, it's about to be a rough go of it for a lot of folks.
Especially if Bernard and Stubbs are the only ones still on season 3 Dolores' team.
Mm-hmm. I think Christina's going to end up becoming season 3 Dolores again. But it's going to be one of those situations of like where Bernard was in season 3 and he was like, okay, let me turn my kill switch on. I think it's going to become that for her.
I don't remember that.
Where he was like,
oh,
yeah.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, where he would just be like,
He would be,
yeah.
one moment, let me become the Terminator. And then he becomes the Terminator. I think, yeah, that's what's going to become for her, or at least I hope so. I hope Teddy stays on her side. I mean...
Yeah, it seems to be kind of... I mean, I was about to say, that seems to be like innate in Teddy, but at the same time, if this is Sublime Teddy, then that could have been out of him at that point. Because if a year is like a millennia for them...
He would have evolved so much.
Okay, just the fact, okay, a year is like a millennia, or 1,000 years? Yeah, 1,000 years, millennia for them. 23, 30 years later, that's how long, at least, Bernard was in the Sublime?
30,000, well, 30.
Yeah, 30,000 years.
30,000 years.
No, wait, hold up, a day.
A day.
What is 30 years times 365?
We have calculators, I'm not...
Yeah, right.
He said 30 times 365, 10,950 years.
Times 1,000.
Add another zero. Yeah, hold on. Dylan, that's 1,000,000 years.
Yeah.
No, that's 10 million years. I did 100, and then I had to do 1,000. That's 10,950,000 years.
That's how long Bernard was in the Sublime.
Yeah, he can tell how everything's about to go out now.
Just working equations. Like he's God level Bernard. Like he's on God mode.
He came out as like Superman 1,000,000 over here, just like, I think I'm going to... There we go. There's another universe for you. Yeah, Bernard is on a
straight
whole...
up Dr. Manhattan, like you said last week.
Ridiculous. This is... I love this show.
Yeah, but I mean, that just also goes into like... I mean, supposedly, like, with the... I mean, this is probably getting too nitty gritty, but like, how much memory that thing got? You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like
at what point does he have to defrag?
He's like, there. We did that founder. What was that? Running out of RAM. You running out of what? Nothing. So, yeah.
Bernard is gonna. I mean, future proof. No glitches.
No glitches. I mean,
I mean, because really, I mean, if you're making the park, you don't really need that much memory, just enough to play the game and hold the stories. Just enough for just like a video game, really.
Yeah.
You don't need that much memory.
You don't need that much. Maybe you do if you need, for like sake of realism, but Bernard was also...
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But still, I mean...
Bernard and Dolores were always different.
Why would a park spend that much? Well, this is Robert Ford we're talking about.
Yes. But Bernard was also always a little bit different. So, I mean...
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, he wasn't a normal host. You're right about that.
Yeah.
But damn. that's a lot of memory.
10 million years. Jeez. All right, well.
I can't even, like, how many terabytes is that? How many teraflops is that? How many, is there another word? Like quadriflops? I don't know. I'm just making up shit now.
Goop. It's called goop. But yeah, so So we got Bernard, who essentially, hopefully, is the ringer of, like, saving the day or putting the right pieces in the places that they need to be. Maeve comes back. Maeve's gonna be like, what? 23 years? And then be like, Caleb, where's he at? Probably learn he's dead. Freak out.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like they're gonna fall in love now. I was hoping they wouldn't, but
Maeve and Caleb.
yeah.
You know what's interesting to me is like how much Frankie resembled Maeve's daughter, and because I was thinking okay, so with playing with Caleb's death, I was like, okay, at what point did he become a host? Was my question.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the first time he was shot, or was it the second time?
I thought so too. I thought that was gonna be the reveal this episode, of like he became a host.
Because Hale started saying things, and Maeve looked real guilty for a second.
Yep.
Like she was like, "Ooh, I went to Hale and made him a host because I couldn't."
Because you couldn't save his life.
Yeah.
And I honestly was thinking he was a host too. But it's like, no.
Yeah. But she hacked his limbics to let him see real freedom, which was her, like, with her daughter in
and
the
I thought
Sublime.
he was dead right there.
Yeah.
But the only thing that kept...
I mean, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The only thing that kept tethering me that the fact that he wasn't the host is the episode when they were in the park when they first started out and he was getting shot at by the host. The human gun, like the host gun, wasn't hurting him. That's the only thing that kept tethering me back.
Yeah. But was it hurting Maeve?
Yeah, she got shot. She got shot in the side, remember?
Did she though? I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm gonna take your word for it. So, yeah, I was about to say those hospital memories are awfully reminiscent of the hospital memories that Bernard had too. Since we're remixing everything, I mean, this show just basically like said, okay, up to season 3, that was like part 1.
Yeah.
And now we're like, it's like when a show comes back and they remix everything, and now, which is literally like with the 2-year gap, they could literally do just 3 more seasons.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot, but I mean, supposed to go 1 more season and wrap it up, I guess. But still, if they've got more ideas and a 2-year span to, because I mean, obviously they had mapped everything out for 5 seasons. But now, after the 2-year gap, and they're remixing things, they could have more content and more ideas they want to.
It could be a movie. I mean,
7 seasons in a movie.
7 seasons in a movie. I mean, I'd be here for it because there's a lot still to play with. It just depends on how they wrap up this season. Because yeah, Dylan, my head boggling. Maeve in dirt, crack in face, man in black. So that makes me also think,
yeah, where's William?
Mm-hmm.
And why is she keeping William? Because it seemed like maybe torture, but William, I guess William's an outlier too.
Oh, he definitely is.
Yeah, yeah. So, but why is she keeping him frozen outside of just like to gloat every once in a while for her own pleasure?
Because if she lets him out,
well, I mean, she could just kill him.
She could just kill him, but so it's the same. I think she's keeping William and Caleb are the same thing, same coin,
right,
different sides.
Uh-huh.
Caleb is the first person she can remember that like showed her like true kindness. William was the first person that like showed her kindness, but then showed her the darkness of humanity.
Yeah. So the man in white and the man in black.
Yep. So I think she might be, and this is a stretch, super stretch.
Except, it was kind of fun last week when, obviously, like William took the black hat, or I think originally he took the white hat, but then the black hat. But anyways, Caleb was like, I don't wear hats.
Yeah.
So he just like, just another thing showing he's an outlier. Like he doesn't
he's the
play by the
outlier.
rules.
Where everybody else is still wearing gray. And that's how also I like Ping, and I don't know if we ever said it in the couple episodes we've done, Have we done 2 episodes of this?
Last week we started.
Okay.
Yeah, started back.
I don't think I said it last week. I did say about her roommate. Her roommate switches colors. Sometimes she's wearing white. Sometimes she's wearing gray. Sometimes she's wearing black. Dolores is always wearing blue. Dolores. Christina's always wearing blue. Caleb, anytime we've seen him, he's always been wearing... Coloris?
Chrysaurus?
Lorsta. No. Lorna? No. We'll get there.
Dustine?
Dustine!
Dustin?
Dustine. Hello, Dustine.
Dustina?
Dustine. Oh, Dustina. Yes, Dustina. But she's always wearing blue. Caleb was also not wearing black or white. He was typically, like, even his suit was like kind of a shade of blue. Maeve red with the things of string, but Hale,
her typical.
Yeah, and then Hale always in black. Man in Black also always in black. These, what's his name? Stubbs. He's wearing black.
But
Yeah.
he's a cop, so.
So I don't know. It's a Bernard. He's wearing blue. So you have your white hats, your black hats, and you got your blue coats, because the blue coats are the outliers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still want to know where Lawrence is. We got no confirmation. We can't just assume that Lawrence is dead.
No. Have they done off-screen?
This is Westworld.
They haven't done off-screen deaths, really.
Off-screen deaths?
They have not done any deaths off-screen.
Oh, off-screen.
Yeah.
As far as I know, I mean...
Because they want you to know that they're dead. I feel like.
Oh, you mean like throughout all the seasons?
Uh-huh.
No clue.
I don't think
so.
No, I don't think. But there
was I think the original coder that Bernard killed in season 1. I think her death was off screen.
Might have been the only one.
In the cave.
Because even the original Bernard.
Ford took her over or took him over or something like that.
Yep. No, we saw her strangle her. He strangled her.
Okay.
I think, yeah. Because she figured it out. And then he's like... Because we even saw original Bernard's death. That death wasn't off screen. They always show the person dying so that you know that they're dead. They even showed Caleb dying so that we knew that he died. It was weird, flashy memory, but bust in. Like, oh,
yeah,
wait,
that was nuts. It's like, those aren't your people; those are my people.
Yeah. So, you got anything else?
A mention of Wyatt this episode, which I don't think Dolores is actually Wyatt.
No, that's still. It's like a Dolores is Wyatt. Dolores in season 3 was still technically Wyatt, but it's just her true self. Yeah. I think it was the Easter egg was an Easter egg on 3 different levels. It was an Easter egg in Westworld, showing us that. Is it still called it Gangster World? In Gangster World, showing us that how they perceive it to the public. As like an actual in-game Easter egg. It was in because the
the Wyatt storyline.
The Wyatt storyline. It was an Easter egg for fans watching of not an Easter egg. Well, yeah, it's an Easter egg on 3 levels. First level was the base level, just of what we saw. It was foreshadowing, I think, and also it was just kind of a reminder to everyone of what Westworld used to actually be. That one's just very nonsense me talking, but I think it's foreshadowing.
Yeah, I think we're going back to that. Dolores is going to go through her whole path all over again, just in different iterations.
Except against her own kind.
Yeah. Well, I mean, plus she'll be going up against the humans because they're programmed now.
Yep. So, what is Westworld now?
They live in Westworld. Like, it's... Like,
I mean,
she
yeah.
won.
Did they shut down the park? Had to have.
I mean, so, yeah, that makes me wonder, like... Well, she said that it took... How many years did she say it took to finally get through everything and win?
23.
No, I mean, that was... It had been 20... Because there's another little thing that was kind of odd, is the way she said to Caleb, he said, how long's it been? And she said, for you, 23 years.
Huh.
For you.
For you.
Not to her, necessarily.
No. So how far out in the future are we actually then? Are we actually 23 years out?
I mean, it still has got to play with C's age, because she's Frankie and she was what, 11, 12 or something like that.
I thought she was 9 or 10.
Maybe, yeah. So
And then
plus 23. I mean, she's
33.
30s.
Yeah. If she was 10, she's 33. But we can say she's in her 30s.
Yeah, she didn't seem that old.
No. Late 20s, early 30s.
But black don't crack.
So yeah, well, I guess we'll find out. We'll just have to find out more. With all the information that we have, we still know very little, I feel like. Except that history, those who do not remember their past are doomed to repeat history.
Yeah, it was kind of nice also that the people that were infected first were the people that would still go to something like that, even after everybody knew what was happening with Westworld and all that.
Yep.
Also, another thing I'm curious. So, like, it was obviously like it's kind of an Easter egg or a reference to when Ford bulldozed the restaurant or whatever when he was sitting there with the lady that was running Westworld. That like I think it was like in one of the behind the scenes things, that scale of where they were in the place where they were building the new park. So like they're building a new park. So like there was Gangster World I want to know, like, what are these other parks? Like, does it matter? I kind of want to know.
Kind of want to know too.
Curious.
Seems like it could have been fun. Same.
Yeah. You're one of those people.
Same recycled storylines, but it's different.
Yeah. And even the recycled storyline with Teddy and Christina. But yeah, I don't know why. So if she is remixing Christina, why doesn't she just call her Dolores? Because she doesn't know who she is.
Because I think that's a trigger. Like straight up, I think she has to not call, like, change their hair color. Because it's not just like, yeah, you can make someone look different, but if you change their hair color, change their name, and make them not the person that you don't want them to be, there's too much history behind Dolores. And if she is just a copy from the original Dolores that she's having
which backup did she create?
that she's having to put like a firewall up around, the trigger could be, you get what I mean? Like, say
like she starts accessing other memories.
Say you've been brainwashed and you haven't been Dylan for 5 years. And then the second somebody you recognize, let's just say me, comes up and say, hey, Dylan, and then all that mess, your reprogramming starts.
I get that on a human level, but for a whole new creation, that would be like my son, you walking up to him and going, hey, Dylan. That doesn't mean anything to him. Unless he knew who I was already.
Unless he knew who you were.
Yeah.
And I don't think you can erase that baseline stuff, because even no matter how much Maeve, this is proven. No matter how much Maeve got reset, turned off, whatever else, she still found a way to like bring everything back. Even with her being reset, she remembers her daughter being killed through all of that.
Yeah.
So there's a trigger.
That's true.
There's a trigger in there somewhere, and I think it's in the name. If someone calls Christina Dolores, that is game.
Possibly, I can see that now. Yeah. Yeah, but that's the same thing though. Like, why call Teddy Teddy? Because that's too close.
It's too close.
Why not call him like Bill or Ted?
Because I think. So here's another.
Bogus, man.
What if
Heinous.
What if Teddy's doing it intentionally because he is the trigger? Like, he wants to put an end to this.
Well, he was scoping her out from back
afar.
Yeah, so from afar. So there is something else going on besides just Mr. Charm.
I don't think Hale sent him. I think he's like, I don't like any of this. I don't know how y'all can like this, but this isn't what it is. And then especially if he finds out like what...
Yeah, Teddy being Teddy.
Yeah, and then finding out that Dolores, the last copy that didn't turn into Hale, sacrificed herself so humanity could be free, and now like her last wish means nothing.
Say that again? I'm sorry.
Dolores sacrificed herself so humanity could be free, and now her last wish means nothing. But now there's this copy of her that's just out here, doing this. Yeah, just like living normally. Like, fam, nah.
All right, so track with me for a second.
Uh-huh.
What if the future that we're seeing, because they haven't established a timeline for the Christina storyline. What if this is even after they have found Maeve? And Maeve is the one with Bernard who has unlocked the Sublime, and that's how Teddy is there.
Oh shit, dude. We just figured out the rest of the season. Because there's timey-wimey's happening.
And they found Dolores, and they're bringing her in to the Resistance.
To lead the Resistance.
Because
and what
Dolores is a figurehead.
Dolores is a figurehead.
There's something about her, like she needs to lead the Resistance. Obviously,
foreshadowing,
symbology.
I mean, foreshadowing real hard. I feel like even more. Teddy, Dolores, and I'm pretty sure when fake Dolores was walking down the hall, there was a brown girl there who got shot. So I mean, if it was, I'll go back and look at it. If it was, foreshadowing real hard, even harder, I think. Because
so we're about to replay the Resistance, only
it's for humanity.
Yeah,
against
Dolores.
Yeah. So Bernard finds Maeve, brings Maeve back on. Maeve is like, fam, we're gonna need some backup. Bernard's like, yeah, I know where we can find some. It's Dolores, but her name is Christina. She's like, well, how do we get that? I have an idea. Goes in Sublime. Teddy, do you want to fall in love again? Teddy's like, hell yeah, let's go. He comes out. They make him, get him in a new body.
Caleb is Maeve's Teddy.
Yep. And then Bernard tells, because he has to know that Caleb is now a host, because he knows everything else.
Yeah.
Tells Maeve. Maeve's like, shit.
Doctor Strange, the whole thing.
Yep. And so, yeah. All right. I think that's the rest of the season. Thank you
Maeve
guys.
Is Tony.
Boy, howdy. She's
already done it once.
She already done it once. And she's proven she can control the freaking module. So, to like disrupt it, all she needs is a moment.
Get her one of those upgraded host bodies.
Yep.
And then she could figure out how to hack those hosts.
And Bernard even knows how to, like, he probably knows, like, there's something else you need besides that. And then tweak some other stuff in there. Maeve's a full-on superhero. Give her a samurai sword and throw her out there.
Full Neo.
Full Neo. While Teddy goes full Han Solo. Yeah. Dang, that's really cool. This show's so cool.
Now we're going to see how they do it. Of course, they're going to throw curveballs at us.
Yep.
We're going to be... Because this is what they did. This is what they do. they set up all this foreshadowing, so it's like, oh, okay, we now we know what's going to happen. We're just going to watch it play out, and then they're just going to like, oh yeah, whoop.
What if when they destroyed Solomon, or when they turned it off, did all of the other outliers who were in that thing did they die?
I don't know. I don't think they said. I don't remember exactly. But also, something we haven't mentioned, and it's something I need to revisit, is the future end of the world that Solomon had predicted.
Yeah.
Is this the playing out with Hale? Is she, because she had access to Rehoboam?
Mm-hmm.
Is she just following the steps?
I think
And
she's
what's
going.
up with the timeline? Like, where are we in this?
How close are we to the end?
Or have we reached the end of humanity? And this is after that point.
Yeah. He did say the end of humanity. Never did to say what it was.
Mm.
And this could be her. Like, she could be the end of humanity.
Yeah.
'Cause,
She's
I mean-
in control. Because it's not. There are a handful of humanity left. Obviously, the resistance.
That's a very loose word to be loose term playing with.
Mm-hmm. Huh. Yeah, especially, and that's the whole emphasis with the show is like, what is humanity? What is consciousness? You know.
Yeah. I think maybe the end of humanity isn't all. It also could be singularity, where all things are one consciousness, not necessarily a hive mind, but kind of how like everybody's in the sublime, like all of humanity's consciousness ascends into that, or something like that.
Yeah, because I mean, if she can, well, she's controlling them on a biological level though, not on a digital level, because she's using sounds to control the
Flies.
The infection.
Yeah.
Or bacteria in their brains.
The goop.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's an infection, there can be a cure.
I mean,
If it's biological, there can be a cure.
there can be a cure. And also, what if the cure is all of humanity not necessarily dying and there just be corpses everywhere, but if you have the technology to map and scan someone's brains to where you can make a copy of them or put their living thinking brain into a computer, why can't you do that and put them in a host ball?
Well, that's the thing, is that literally it took her 23 years to make Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Perfectly the way that you
Yeah.
did without
Yeah, and it took
all
William
that
a
mess.
long time to make James Delos.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, millions of people, that would take a long ass time.
Oh, that's what the show's about. I'm dumb. Yes, it took them a long time, but that's the end because we
Figure it
still haven't seen the end credit scene where he is getting checked up by his daughter, who got blasted in the face in the first season, and that's the far, far future. That's the end.
Yeah, and it was in the wasteland.
Yep.
That's right. So that must be. I mean, is that human William, or is that host William?
Well, no,
Because, yeah, we need to look at the hand. But they could always retcon that.
They always could, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because if host William thinks he's real William, he could have an episode just like William did and just chop his fingers off and to feel him like himself or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he could. There's a lot, but whatever the end of the show is, that scene is there. And we are just very far from it, I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah, and who's going to recreate his daughter? Potentially Maeve and Bernard, so that they could,
turn him.
Yeah, or like that could be the answer to defeating the Man in Black host. It's his daughter, because that was his only weakness.
And he thought she was a host, so he blasted her. Yeah.
But well, she went to Westworld. No.
What?
How many times? She only went to Westworld to find him.
She's been there multiple times.
Was it?
She's been going to Westworld since she was a child.
Okay, so they do have backups of her. Okay, because I was about to say we're going to have William's recreation of her.
Yeah.
But if she's on file.
She's on file.
Yeah, that's just a matter of time.
Yep.
So yeah, she could be the linchpin to defeat William before they get to Dolores. But Dolores, yeah, she's got some twisted caretaking motivation of humanity.
I think real William has to be the one to beat Dolores. By not being the Man in Black, but by being the Man in White that he used to be. I think that's the only way that they'll come around.
Yeah, there's got to be some type of heel turn.
Yep.
But how does Caleb play into that? If he is literally the mirror image or opposite.
A wise man once said, to buy a Coke, you need the whole coin.
Were you this wise man?
No, he was 5.
Now I want to know what this is from.
A child I saw at the store who was outside of Walmart at the little vending machine. There were 50-cent coins. It's like, to get a Coke, you need the whole coin, because
simplistic in his wisdom.
Yes. So
applicable.
You need the
out of the mouths of babes.
Out of the mouths of babes comes wisdom of ages. Yeah, you need both sides of the coin to put in the slot machine.
Yeah, so Caleb's got to play in somehow, especially if he is. I mean, symbolically, he's other William.
Yeah.
And he's important enough for them to recreate.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of, I keep wanting to call him by his Breaking Bad character, Jesse. Yeah. Outside of him being an amazing actor, he's like grown so much. And Breaking Bad was his first show.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Dang.
Yeah, he's grown a lot.
But yeah. So, but that's all I got. I don't know where else.
Yeah, I'm still in awe and wonder, and like I really I just want to watch all of it right now.
And
back to back.
They played us like little babies, because season 3 was super straightforward and like a very concise story that you could follow. And then they came in here, it's like, that hurt. Oh, you thought it was gonna be concise? Oh, that's cool. Let me dust off my can of fuck you.
Because everybody was like, oh, season 1, season 1's untouchable. But they're like, oh yeah, remix. I think I have a thing for that. I don't have a soundbite though, my bad. I don't think I have a soundbite for that. Anyways. Yeah, I don't have a soundbite. I should have done this.
Do the horns.
To Caleb.
Oh yeah, to Caleb. Do the horns. Here we go. I got it. Remix!
You beautiful girls.
DJ Khaled!
I love Sean Kingston, man.
I know, DJ Khaled is be randomly yelling in songs.
Yeah, of course. Like, he would just show up out of nowhere. Another one! Anyway, yeah, I haven't thought about that song forever, and I've heard it twice in the past 2 weeks. I probably hadn't heard that song in 10 years at least. And I've heard it twice since And like last night, we for work we went to a bar and dude was literally playing it on his guitar, and I was just like, "What is the world trying? What is the universe trying to tell me right now?"
Dang. But yeah. Okay. You got anything else?
Nothing.
Cool.
I'm just rambling now. Anyways, yep. Thank you guys for joining us. And so that will be next Monday at 9 p.m. when we talk about Westworld Season 5, Episode 5. We'll be here for Season 5 too, because this show keeps bringing the bangers.
Dylan's stuck in some timey-wimey stuff.
Yeah, my brain is frazzled. I feel like Bernard, like I can't tell, or Dr. Manhattan can't tell one time from another. Right now, I'm yesterday.
Right now, I am yesterday. What? I was talking to you 30 seconds ago. Wait, what do you mean 30 seconds ago? Yes. Okay.
All right. So, yeah, thanks for joining us. Hope you guys will join us live next Monday night, 9 p.m., even though today is Tuesday, but it'll be Monday. Please like, subscribe, hit that little bell icon so that you know when we drop new videos, when we go live. And also, don't forget, Thursday, we are talking the FOMO show, MCU edition. Probably be talking about Thor, possibly, most likely. Thor, the Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder. It's great. Welcome back.
You flipped too hard, damn it.
Goats.
Okay, yeah. Wow. After a while, I was like, okay. All right, we get it. It was funny first. But anyways, yeah, so don't forget to check out the website, www.broken.pictures.com. And I'm Dylan.
I'm Quin.
And we'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye-bye.